Okay, so earlier we mostly learned about the UC system. Now we're going to talk about the CSU system. It's what we call the California State Universities. Okay, so very similarly with the UCs, they're all they all belong to one system, right? And they have 23 different campuses. Okay, so they have 23 different satellite campuses throughout California. But again, they're all controlled by one group of people, one trustee board. Okay, so what are the 23 campuses? Can you imagine? There's 23 campuses, so they're all scattered throughout California. I know this is a list. The list probably doesn't give you a lot of information, but I wanted to give you just some ideas about the different Cal State universities in California, right? So some of you looked at the slides before and we're really good about, using the examples such as Humboldt State University. We talked about San Diego State University. It is one of the oldest and the largest university from the San Diego area. So these are just some of the example of the Cal State system. Again, it's a public system, so it receives funding, so it receives money from the state government. Okay, so from the list before, from the 23 campuses that you see on this list, how many Cal States have you heard of? And it could be 0. So why don't you put it in the chat? Tell me how many Cal State universities have you heard of from the 23 that we see on this list? So you can use the chat or you can unmute yourself. So from the 23 campuses that you see on the slide, how many campuses or how many schools do you know? 2. Okay, very good. Anyone else? 2 is better than none. Very cool. So you, Shen Liao, you know 5. That's a lot. How do you know these schools? Can you tell me a little bit more about how you know about these schools?
Cause I listen to like a lot of audiobooks and sometimes they get mentioned a lot.
Oh, okay. What school do they mention a lot of?
I've heard the Los Angeles and Sacramento and also San Diego and San Francisco sometimes.
Oh, that is so cool. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. That is a lot of campuses. Anyone else? So from audiobooks. Very cool. 7. Okay, you have to tell me how you know 7 of them. That's a lot. Where did you learn about these campuses?
Because I'm planning to study in California, so I search a lot of information on the internet.
Oh, okay, very cool. Are you a high school student or are you graduating?
High school students, but I'm graduating this year. Yeah.
Very cool. So are you leaning towards any one of these universities?
San Jose State.
San Jose State. Okay. Yeah. Do you know why? Is it the location?
No, it's the location is really important.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, San Jose State has a very diverse population and the program that they offer. They also have a pretty big sports team, if that matters. But yeah, so very cool. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else? Yeah, so for those who are, doing research about possibly coming to study in the US, these are really good universities to check out. And I will talk to you tomorrow about the possibility of going to a community college first and transfer if that is something you want to consider. So I shared before, community colleges are what we call in Chinese 社区学校. So if you want to consider that, the community colleges do offer that option, right? So thank you everyone for sharing. So I know audiobooks is definitely a place where you learn about the American and California college going culture. And also, obviously, if you're interested in studying abroad, obviously you've done the research already. Okay, so we are going to kind of just, in the interest of time, we're going to take a look at a couple clips. This is Cal State Long Beach, California State University Long Beach. This is very close to where I live. This is about, this is about maybe 20 minutes about where I live. And yeah, so it's one of the largest Cal State universities, right? So I would say very similar to San Jose State. It's the very similar vibe. So we're going to watch this video real quick, and I'm going to ask you questions. So make sure to pay attention, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me.
How is everybody doing? I'm good, okay, thank you for asking. My name is Jermaine Sam. Welcome to my channel. Just to let you guys know, I do upload a video whenever the heck I feel like it. Today I feel like filming. As you can tell from the title of the video, I need to quickly run to CSU Long Beach. I don't know if I told you guys, but that's where I'm going to be going to school. Unfortunately, it's going to be online because of this pandemic. I'm going to run there now and then kind of show you guys as much as I can show you guys, because it's going to be the first time that I step foot on campus at CSU LB. So yeah, I'll see you then. I got all the way to Long Beach. I have to take a lift. So that's what I'm doing, waiting right now. I just finally got onto campus. This is my first time here, and I'll show you the campus in a little bit. I did get my ID, which is perfect, and I bought this, which is pretty cool. I am gonna change into this. I was sitting in this area. Don't really know what this area is. There's the 49er shops. That's the bookstore over there where I was. I came from that side, and this looks like the student union. It says student union down here. There's a Wells Fargo. I'm right in front of the Go Beach sign. I'm gonna walk into the street so you can see all of this. You guys can see there in the background, the famous pyramid. I see security around, but they're not like chasing me off, so hopefully they don't tell me to leave. There she is, famous pyramid. Sorry for the helicopter. I'm eating almonds, I'm sorry, I'm hungry. I think they play basketball in this thing. And this is just a better view. I'm not gonna go all the way up to the doors because again, you can't see. but let's just give you a 360 here. Obviously the parking lot. There's more parking on this side. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I came from all the way over there. I just want to thank you for joining me, and hopefully you got some kind of information out of this vlog. It's kind of a little bittersweet for me not to be able to attend. This is my school for the next 2 years. I'm transferring as a junior from a Los Angeles community college. So I spent 2.5 years at my community college, and it kind of honestly brought me down a little because it just felt like I was never gonna leave that school. But now this is where eventually I'll be going to school. I'll be starting in less than 2 weeks, and it'll be online, remote. Hopefully by 2021 spring, I can actually come to Long Beach and this will be my school. So thank you so much for joining me, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.
Okay, quick question. What was the name of the pyramid building that you saw? What was the name of the pyramid building you saw in the video at Cal State Long Beach? Remember in the video, the pyramid is the triangular building. Anyone paying attention? What was the name of the pyramid that you saw in the video? Do you want me to share screen? Let's see. I think it was towards the end.
Kind of a little bittersweet for me.
Can you see it?
Not to be able to attend. This
What's
is
the name
my
behind
final
it?
for the next 2 years. I'm transferring.
Very good, Mingyan. So I believe it's Mike and Arlene Walter Pyramid. Yeah, so like I said before, it's oftentimes whoever donate money and then they get to name a building after them, right? So inside the pyramid, like he shared, they play basketball in there. So it's a basketball court. It's an indoor basketball court inside the pyramid. Okay, so very good. Thank you for participating. And let's see. Next, we're going to watch a video about San Diego State. Remember, we used San Diego State as an example before, and some of you are aware of San Diego State. So I think the cool thing about San Diego is definitely very exciting. They're really definitely known for their football games, their homecoming. So let me play this video real quick.
It's not just at home.
I'm so excited.
And it's not just at the Union. And it's not just at Turtle Pond. And it's not just in the classroom. Go Aztecs! Woo! And it's not just in the field. It's everywhere! San Diego's in the mind! Homecoming 2013! Be Wyoming! And don't just have a great day. Have an awesome day!
Okay, so based on the two videos you saw, which university are you more interested in and why? So compared to Long Beach and San Diego, which university do you like more and why? So I'm putting it in the chat. So feel free to share based on what you just saw. Anyone want to just jump in? So based on the video or from the video that you saw from for Cal State Long Beach and San Diego State University, which one, if you get to choose to go, if you get to choose, which one would you prefer to attend and why? Anyone? Okay. So that's okay if no one is ready to share. Okay, thank you so much. I see some answers coming in. San Diego, because you see the students being very passionate, very excited. And Poing too, because of the high energy. Okay, very cool. Yeah, so I think the difference is San Diego definitely is known for their campus culture. It's very high energy, a lot of sports, a lot of pride. Students are very proud of their campus, and there's a football team. So football is very good, very big in the United States. So that's why the students get really excited. I also see actually an answer for Long Beach State because of the pyramid. I guess it's kind of cool, right? It's kind of iconic. So it's one of the recognizable icons for the buildings. And thank you for sharing, Mingyan. So San Diego State University, SDSU, because you think the promotional video was very lively. Yeah, so I think it's something to also pay attention to. Not every campus is the same, right? Even though they all belong to the same system, but not all university and not all campuses are the same. There is something what we call the campus culture that is very different, right? So of course, at Long Beach, you can also find student activities, homecoming events as well. But definitely, I just want to highlight, I think, something to look into, especially for those who are thinking about coming to the United States. It might be important to look at the campus culture in addition to the location of the university, right? So it's just something to consider. Okay, so
it's not just at home.
1 second. All right, and I believe this is the last campus I am going to show you. This is Cal Poly Pomona. Cal Poly Pomona is very similar to UC Davis. It's definitely known for their animal science program. So definitely it prepares students to be veterinarians in the future if you're interested in becoming a veterinarian. Okay, and the difference is this is a Cal State versus a UC. At the end of the day, it's all the same diploma. So you can graduate from either of the system and earn a bachelor's degree. Once you earn the bachelor's degree, you can apply to veterinarian school. And once you finish your veterinarian school, then you obviously would need to do internships. Then you can become a veterinarian, right? So it doesn't matter which type of campus you go to. Both campuses will prepare you to go to graduate school or veterinarian school or medical school. So this is the last video I believe I have for today. So we're gonna watch this real quick.
Cal Poly Pomona has a landscape like no other. The campus is centrally located, just 30 minutes outside of Los Angeles, and a few miles north of Orange County. The ski slopes of Mountain High, the beautiful beaches, and world-renowned Disneyland are all within an hour drive. The campus spans approximately 1,438 acres, with half of this space designated to the many animals and agricultural studies Cal Poly Pomona is known for. Students can live on campus in our state-of-the-art residential halls and have access to multiple study rooms, on-site laundry, and common spaces to build a sense of community. Our library features over 1 million resources with a 24/7 computer lab and a Starbucks on the ground floor. Our Bronco Recreational Intramural Complex features an indoor track, Olympic-sized pool, and the largest rock wall in the Cal State system. The Bronco Student Center is a great place to play arcade games, grab a bite to eat, and attend events in its many meeting spaces. One of the best places to go to get all your Cal Poly Pomona apparel is our campus bookstore. It's also your one-stop shop to get all your school supplies. Among the many highlights, Cal Poly Pomona's academic colleges are by far the heart of the campus. We house 8 academic colleges where we emphasize the polytechnic, learn-by-doing philosophy in a way unique to each college. We hope you have enjoyed your guided walkthrough of the diverse campus that is Cal Poly Pomona. Go Broncos!
All right, so we're back. Let me ask you a couple questions. If you were paying attention to the video, what did the video say about how far away is Cal Poly Pomona from Los Angeles? In minutes. How far away is Cal Poly Pomona from Los Angeles, from LA? Very good. You guys are paying attention. Good job. So yes, it's about 30 minutes. So from LA, from Los Angeles, and it is also very close to what we call Orange County. So very good. And in the video, it also talked about the different colleges, right? So different department, different colleges. Do you remember how many different colleges does Cal Poly Pomona have? So how many different colleges at Cal Poly Pomona? So colleges are kind of like department, right? So they will group similar majors into one college. So in the video, it kind of talked about that. Does anyone remember how many colleges there are in Cal Poly? Very good, Tina. Yeah, there are 8 different colleges. So 8 different colleges doesn't mean that there's only 8 majors. There's a lot more majors, but they just put together similar majors in one college. Very good. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Okay, so we're almost done for today. Thanks for participating. Okay, so this is just a picture of the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. For those who are interested in checking out schools near San Francisco area, so they talked about UC Berkeley. There is definitely San Francisco State, which is also a CSU, a California State University, right? Okay, so before we close for today, before we end today's session, what are some new English words that you learned today? You can feel free to use the chat or you can unmute. What are some new words that you learned today, either by the PowerPoint slides or from the video? Mascot, yeah, very good. Cool. So anyone else? Yeah, so mascot is usually a character that is assigned to that college, right? So it brings like the energy for that campus. Everyone learned mascot today. What else? Trustee. Okay, very good. Trustee, that would be Dr. Liu right there. Trustee. Dr. Liu is a trustee. Anyone else? Do you guys already know about mascot? Everyone learned about mascot. Do you guys all know about majors? 4.0 GPA, yeah, very good. So the higher, closer to 4.0, the better your grade, straight A's, right? Homecoming, yes, very good. Yeah, homecoming usually is like a sports event. Oftentimes it's a football event and students get really excited. If you graduated from that college, you'll go back to that campus. You'll all participate. Very good. Campus, yeah, very good. CSU, the California State Universities. So now you know there's two different type of public schools, UCs, Cal States, Turkey. That was from the UC Berkeley video, right? How there's turkeys on campus. Anything else that you learned from today's class before I present the last slide? All right, so feel free to keep putting in the chat. Just think about what are some new words that you learned again, yeah, for UC Davis. Very cool. And so tomorrow, what we're going to talk about are two different type of system, right? So the purpose of this week is to talk about the different school system in California. So today we talked about all the public systems, the UCs and the Cal State. Tomorrow we're going to talk about private universities and private colleges and California community colleges, right? In the Cal State Long Beach video, the person who filmed the video talked about how he went to a community college, then he transferred to Cal State Long Beach, then he has 2 more years left at Cal State Long Beach, right? So tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Oh yeah, ESL, the difference between ESL and ELD, very cool. Awesome. So if you don't have any questions, we are actually done for today. It's night for me, but it's morning for you. So we're actually done for today. Ava and myself will see you tomorrow at the same time. And tomorrow we'll learn about the private schools and the community colleges, okay? And we'll talk a little bit about maybe what you may want to consider coming to Cerritos College, which is the school that I work at, if you ever want to consider studying abroad. All right, other than that, you can feel free to log off. I am going